Media attention will always find you if you're famous, especially if you're the richest person on Earth, among other things. Yes, that's right, we're talking about Elon Musk, the man who has revolutionized the car industry through his electric vehicles, and Tesla is now looking to connect us to our smartphones through brain chips. Apparently, he's looking to invest in a rival company to get the chips off the ground. Let's find out more. First off, Elon Musk to invest in Neuralink's competitor. The Tesla CEO seems to be eyeing a competitor that he wants to invest in so that he can get his brain chips up and running. This turn of events occurred after his own company, Neuralink, failed to develop the chips, and it seems like he's disappointed. In 2016, when Neuralink was launched, Musk claimed that he'd be able to connect humans to computers and that the company would receive regulatory approval for its product by 2020. Moving on to 2021, the company hadn't begun the human trials, and the man further pushed the date to 2022. But even then, the company failed to deliver. Looks like some people in the company are only taking money instead of delivering results. The rival competitor goes by the name of Synchron, also started in 2016, but unlike Neuralink, the company operates with 60 employees instead of 300 on Musk's own. Not only that, the budget of Synchron is only $65 million, as compared to Neuralink's $363 million. Above all, Synchron has all the necessary approvals that he requires. Gotta say, money really cannot buy hard work and talent. Musk reached out to the company's founder and CEO, Thomas Oxley, to have a talk about a deal with him. Details have not been revealed, and no one knows how the two companies will make a deal and whether it will be a collaboration or a one-time thing. We think Synchron would definitely charge Elon what their efforts are worth. Next up, what is the deal with Neuralink and how it operates? Many of you might already know about Neuralink, but few know about how it really works. Don't worry though, we've got you covered on all the details of how Musk's project is going to take signals from your brain and stimulate it. So basically, the company works by implanting chips into the brain through two pieces of equipment. The first method would be a chip installed in a person's skull. That chip is said to be the size of a coin and would be embedded in the skull rather than poking out from the skin. Okay guys, this is finally happening. They're really trying to control our minds. The chip also features a set of wires which comes out of it, and these are said to be more than 15 times thinner than the human hair. How do they even handle such delicate wires with their hands? Other than that, the wires from the chips have more than 1,000 electrodes poking out from them, which will monitor brain signals and would also be able to stimulate the brain. The data collected from the signals would be transmitted wirelessly to the computer for further research. To be honest, all of this sounds a little bit scary, but super exciting for sure. But there's another procedure that can be opted for. The second method involves a robot that would implant the wires of the chip into the brain by using a needle. That sounds painful. We wonder who would sign up for this, really. The company also showcased this robot, and CEO Musk claimed that the procedure would be as easy as a LASIK surgery. Whatever that means. The robot currently stands at 8 feet and is designed by Woke Studios. An expert at the neural interface, Professor Andrew, said that the robot would adjust the needle when there is movement in the patient's brain. It's impressive, but we still don't think we want Elon playing around with our minds. Now, let's talk about why Synchron is better. Unlike Neuralink, Synchron has come a long way with a budget and workforce that is minimal to say the least, as compared to Musk's. No wonder he wants help from them. Synchron has already announced that they completed their first in-human brain chip implant and that it was a success. Whoa! We can't wait to hear more on this one. One good thing about it, the procedure didn't involve any open brain surgery, but instead used the endovascular BCI approach. An assistant professor of neurosurgery, Shahram Majidi, was the one who was leading the operation and only invaded the skin minimally. This is excellent because it makes room to create better implants. It's the first command implant, and it'll be monitored for its safety and efficiency. The implant aims to provide people who are paralyzed the ability to control devices hands-free. This is very impressive, we must say. Majidi said that the procedure went really well, and the patient was able to return home after just 48 hours. He said that this is an incredible incredible milestone for the company and has enormous potential. We believe that the 51-year-old will not just want to make a deal, but instead will want to buy out the company since it's so much better. Synchron's implant travels to the brain through the blood vessels, unlike that of Neuralink, which is implanted in the skull. The chip can allow users to shop, text, and email using an external device. The company's CEO and founder, Thomas Oxley, said that the first human procedure of these implants is a big milestone for us, and it opens up new possibilities. Imagine the number of lives they could save. Say what? Neuralink has been abusing animals. Yes, we couldn't believe it either. The Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine reported a complaint after getting their hands on a document that had more than 600 pages worth of data relating to monkeys used by Neuralink for their research. We believe animal testing shouldn't even be considered an option because it's just cruel to them. The documents gathered had reports related to necropsy, and it also included the animal's veterinary records. The committee claims that more than 20 monkeys at Musk's facility had gone through excruciating pain due to poor animal care and the implants that were embedded in their heads. The CEO should be held accountable as it's his company, and we're sure he knows what's happening. On the other hand, Neuralink claims that they are fully committed to working with animals in the most humane way and have been dealing with them ethically without harm. Somehow, we don't really believe them. They also said that they opened an enclosure of more than 5,000 square feet for the animals in their care, which included tree houses, pools, and swings, so they feel free. We really hope they're telling the truth. Let's move on to the latest news and updates. First up, Musk sells Tesla shares for Twitter. That's right, folks. The multi-billion-dollar man has said that he needs the money in case he is forced to buy Twitter. The CEO replied to a tweet that asked if he was done selling the shares, to which he said that he was, and that he did it because he didn't want an emergency selling of the shares. Twitter's really stressing him out, huh? Another person asked if he was going to buy back the shares that he sold, and Musk replied with a yes. It's been more than a month since Twitter sued the billionaire after he closed off the deal, accusing Twitter of withholding information. Only time will tell who wins. Next up, SpaceX capsule debris falls in Australia. A farmer by the name of Mick Miners saw a big black object in a part of his land. He thought at first that it might be a tree, but on further investigation, he realized that it wasn't. The Australian Space Agency claims that the fallen object is part of the SpaceX capsule. According to this, 2 more pieces were found nearby, and the space agency advised people to contact a hotline set up by SpaceX for this purpose. Most space objects fall into the oceans, and very few have fallen on the land. There has been only one incident with Lottie Williams, on whom space debris fell, but she was left unhurt by it. That sounds like a very, very lucky incident. And finally, Tesla's FSD 10.69 update. Tesla rolled out a new software update that includes full self-driving, and it's gonna cost you about $15,000. But is it worth it? Well, it's not actually self-driving, as the car doesn't drive itself entirely. Tesla also says that the system is still in level 2 and will be upgraded as time passes. What's the point of promising things you can't deliver? Why anyone should spend so much money on this is beyond us. The car can self-drive, but it needs the driver to be attentive and to put their hands on the steering every few seconds in order for it to work. So, not what was promised, dude. The full self-driving mode can only be achieved when the system reaches level 4. We believe this misinformation from Tesla will have a big impact and can also be potentially dangerous if someone tries to test the car in a public place. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Elon Musk's new venture? Do you believe brain chips should be the future? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and press that bell icon for the latest information and news like this. See you in the next one.